All right, Thursday mornings means a visit to our kitchen from this guy.
Hey, how are you?
Chef Tom Williams.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people know you from the Kroger store on Brownwelton Avenue.
Yes, they do. Yes,
Others know you solely from...
this TV segment. That's true.
Not only this one, but Bruce has been putting together an epic series on the history of modern Thanksgiving dinners.
Yes.
And you have been a big part of that.
Yeah, I've done a couple things with him for that. I'm going to do a little bit more this afternoon.
I know. I can't wait. I'm actually wearing Kevin Meaney, the comedian from 30 years ago, had a thing about his family being a big pants family. I'm wearing my big pants today.
Oh, good, 'cause,
in anticipation of having this food here, and then later today, a Thanksgiving feast.
And I have such a special side dish for you that you're going to enjoy
that right?
so much up there, isn't he, Bruce? He's just going to love it.
Oh, boy. I don't like where this is going. In the meantime...
Dessert.
Nice.
Last week I did some casseroles. This week we're going to do some desserts.
Excellent.
And when I was growing up, my grandmother made a 7-Up pound cake every year, and I've got one I made at work yesterday.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to try to pull it off today because it takes an hour to bake. It's got 3 sticks of butter, 5 eggs, 3 cups of sugar, 3 cups of flour.
Okay.
And it is just, and then you use 7-Up as the liquid, and it helps to leaven the cake. It is so good. You're gonna want the recipe. But on top of that, she used to serve a boiled custard, which is kind of a warm pudding-y type of thing, and I'm gonna make that for us right now. Starts out with 2 eggs, which I'm gonna crack into a bowl and beat up real quick, right there. And then to that, we have some sugar, some flour, and some salt. And I'm going to mix these together, the dry ingredients, and we'll mix all that together, and we'll put it over a pot of boiling water. We're going to do it in a double boiler. So that's going to help to cook the eggs and to thicken up everything with when the flour reacts.
Is that just AP flour?
Yeah, that's just all-purpose flour. I use kosher salt because that's what we had here in the studio. You could use iodized salt if you wanted to. And this is a thick mixture right here, so you're going to stir it up till it's smooth. Then we're going to come over to the boiling water, and on top of the boiling water, we're going to stir this a little bit. And prior to this, I took 2 cups of milk and I scalded it.
Okay.
So when you scald milk, you put it in on heat, and just as it starts to boil, you turn the heat off.
Gotcha.
A couple of reasons you do that. It helps quicken the cooking process, and I was doing a little research before we came on to do the spot, and they think that the tradition of scalding milk for recipes goes back to before milk was pasteurized.
Oh, that makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. Also, with the scalded milk into the egg mixture, you're doing what's called tempering the eggs, which means you're bringing them to equalize the temperature to the hot and the cold products so that you don't curdle them. Curdled eggs wouldn't be good eats.
No, they really wouldn't.
So you start out with about a 1/4 cup of the scalded milk, and then you'll add the rest of it. And this is over boiling water, and we'll bring this up to a boil, hence the name boiled custard. And we'll
Makes sense.
Yeah, funny about that, isn't it? And we'll let that cook until it thickens up to a pudding consistency, or you can stick a spoon in there and drag your finger across the back, and then it leaves a mark. Then we'll cool it down. We'll add some vanilla. And then we'll serve that over top of your 7-Up pound cake.
Ooh.
And like I said, this is something that my grandmother made ever since I could remember every Christmas and Thanksgiving.
What did she serve? Over this?
Over this.
This exact cake?
Right
Is there
here.
other cakes that would?
Oh, sure. You could put it on anything. Ice cream works really, really well.
Really?
Yeah, my older sister, that's her favorite thing to do, is just pour it right on top of ice cream. And then, I haven't played around with it much. I've only made it a couple times, but I'm sure you could add cocoa into it and make it chocolate. You could use other flavorings besides the vanilla. We sell rum extract if you wanted to make it, a little rummy, I guess would be a new word there for us.
Yeah, sure. Gin rummy, sure.
Yeah.
Am I right or am I right?
You're right.
So how long does this take here?
This takes about 20 minutes.
Okay.
I made some earlier.
Right.
So that it would
But
be
you don't want to
chilled
walk
down.
too far away from it. You need to keep stirring and all that.
Because anytime you're cooking eggs like this, they'll gel up really fast.
Yeah, we don't
That's
need that.
why you stir frequently.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, we'll remind everybody you can get this recipe on our website later this morning, fox2127.com, under the morning menu page. And when we come back in just a few minutes to the kitchen, we'll be pouring it on top.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to slice it and present it. And then,
that's going to be good.
And we'll have some sweets because I brought some extra sweets there.
Yeah, I see that. I didn't get a chance to try them yet. Everybody else has been digging in. Tara said, she walked right out of the studio when she did that.